I want to suggest that underlying this new definition of family, these new restrictions on liberty, this new priority to equality, is a new understanding of human dignity. You see, for most lawyers, dignity is the supreme moral value. Our commitment to human rights and equality, our commitment to the basic content of our law, is rooted in a commitment to human dignity, the essential intrinsic worth that all human beings have simply by virtue of being human. And it's often said that the virtue of dignity is, as a concept, is that you can value it from different directions. You don't have to be a Christian or a theist to value human dignity. Isn't that wonderful? The problem is that we differ about what it is about human beings that gives us dignity. And those differences spill over into what we understand by it. Now, I think that we are seeing signs of a new postmodern understanding of human dignity. And I wonder if you agree with me. Perhaps that will come out in the discussion later on. Here's the postmodern answer to what gives us human beings value. It's our capacity to make of ourselves what we will. I am authentic when I am free to become the sort of person I want to be. And there are no set patterns to that process of becoming. I am fully plastic. What gives me my dignity is my capacity to be my own creator, to mold that plastic me. There are therefore, in principle, no external constraints to what I can do or to the use of technology in making me what I want myself to be. If I like to think of the world as inhabited by gods or nothing at all, that's up to me. That's how I see things. That's truth for me. If I seek satisfaction in certain forms of sexual relationship of pretty much any imaginable or unimaginable kind, that's part of my self-creating. That's me becoming who I want to be. If I think of myself as needing children to fulfill myself, I deserve children. I should even be able to plan my own death. These are my rights as a human being. This is what my dignity inheres in, say the postmoderns. Now notice some features of this postmodern understanding of human dignity. It's highly individualistic. The value of any relationship depends on its continuing contribution to my sense of well-being and my developing self. Commitment always has to be provisional. It's also vulnerable and defensive. Precisely because there's no set pattern for human nature and human flourishing, precisely because we must each make of ourselves what we will, we can't be right and we can't be wrong. There's no right or wrong about it, because the universe is empty apart from you and me and what we make of ourselves. So if I start criticizing your acts of self-creation, I am being deeply offensive. I'm denying your dignity, which resides simply in your own self-produced authenticity. Postmodern dignity is also abusive, because at the very least we can't treat our children like this. There you have to decide what is good for them. And we've got into the habit of thinking there isn't any good for humankind other than what you choose to make of it. So it's small wonder, isn't it, that childhood is disintegrating into grotesque parodies of adult life. Think of that program on Channel 4 a couple of weeks ago. How could anyone think for a moment that locking up 8 to 11-year-old children for a fortnight in a Big Brother-style context to watch what they make of themselves and each other is even vaguely legitimate? And what did the producers say? They and their parents consented. That is postmodern human dignity at its most degrading. And the more we look around, the more we can see this postmodern view of human dignity at work. Why plastic surgery? Why childhood fashion?